Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have a how-to. I'm going to try to film a lot more of these as the week goes by, whatever I'm working on. Just set aside certain orders to do these how-tos so that you guys can learn from the techniques that I have learned throughout the years. In this case, it's going to be a watercolor using Sharpies. So it's super easy, just a few materials that I'll show you guys, and you guys can create this super awesome effect. Perfect for summer if you use the colors that I'll be using, but you could totally use any color you would like. So please keep on watching if you'd like to learn how to create this watercolor effect using Sharpies. So I know you guys have seen this all around. But I mean, I thought I would show you guys since I am doing an order for it. I already started, so I will show you guys what you need. It is very simple technique once you get used to it. You will need a little brush like this one. It doesn't have a name, unfortunately, but it's more so like a stipple brush. I will try to link something similar down below for you guys. It really helps. I can show you guys the difference between this and a regular like detailing brush like this one. I definitely prefer this. It's actually really fast with this as well compared to this one. The other thing you'll need, for example, I'll pop a picture of the set that I'm making. It is one of our watercolor sets we have on the website, and let me, it's called Dreamcatcher, so I'll have hubby pop up a picture here. But for Dreamcatcher, I really only need these two. Sometimes I'll pop a bit of black, but you will see you have to use the black very, very sparingly. You don't need that much or else it'll definitely ruin your marble effect. So I started here. As you can see, this is what we're going for, and the thing that it's missing is a bit of purple. Now we get the purple with the black. I have some tips, and you're going to want to use a white base, especially if you're going for the same effect as I am, the same colors. Make sure to use a white base and make sure to matte it. That is one of the key secrets here, is you have to make sure to matte it before you start with the marbling, or else it's just not going to turn out how you want it to. It's going to be definitely a very different technique. This is a matte that I recommend. It is from Coupa, and it is the matte that we use all the time. So I have used a white. You can use any white gel polish. I have a Daisy, which is from the gel bottle, and it's their white color. That's what I have with the matte. Now, once you have this, so I have both of mine here. This is a full set. This is in short square for a customer. The only other thing you'll need is some lint-free wipes, which I have right here. I do not want to dirty up my marble mat here, so I am using some wipes, and as you can see, it goes pretty deep in, so you want something to make sure you don't dirty everything up. And lastly, you'll need a little tray with some solution. So I definitely recommend the Apres blending fluid. I have tried, and I will show you guys, acetone and regular alcohol. I honestly think it doesn't work as well as the blending fluid. I definitely highly recommend you just get the blending fluid. It lasts a very long time, and this is what I prefer to use, and that is what is in here. I will show you guys here. Like I said, this one is the blue and the red. These are just red. Okay, so let's start. So I have this red Sharpie here. Mine is bigger. I have no idea why. I just grabbed. I just had this one laying around when I started doing this. I am just going to start with little dots, as you can see here. Especially with this nail, you don't need that much, and you also don't need that much alcohol solution. So right here, I should definitely pour some more, but I have a bit in here. I'm going to dab off the excess, and then I am going to zoom you guys in here, and I'm just going to dab at it, and you're going to start seeing how it's going to kind of start diffusing. And right here, as you can see, it's kind of like more of a splatter effect, so I definitely do need a bit more of this alcohol solution here. So that is definitely a lot, so I'm gonna dab the excess, and then you guys will see the difference here. It is like more so melting away, as you can see. instead of more like spatter. And there is no right or wrong way to do it. Definitely don't diffuse all the colors. So I'm going to stop right here. If I think I need a bit more at the end after I add the blue, I will do so. I definitely recommend to let them dry. So as you can see the difference here, these two are dry and this one's very wet. If you go in with your blue and it's wet, it's going to start dispersing and it may not be the effect that you want it to. So I definitely recommend you let it dry a bit. Since these are dry that I had done before, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add little dots. You can always add more, so start with less. That is definitely something I recommend you guys do. And as you can see here, I am just dabbing and it's kind of starting to diffuse here. Like that. That is definitely a lot brighter. I want it to move around a bit, but I'm working slowly to ensure that the colors just don't become one mud, like mud colors. So just trying to work slowly to get my desired look here. Okay, so I like how this is turning out. I'm actually going to leave it before it diffuses way too much, and I'm going to add a bit more red. So I'm going to do the same thing here. But you guys, it is that easy. I love using this effect, especially once I got it down. I used to not put the matte coat and then it would never work, and I was like, why is this not working? I have done it before. And then the other thing that I used to do was use the other brush. That definitely did not help me at all. So that is why I definitely recommend this sort of brush. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that, and I am going to add more red later on. I'll show you guys the difference between this brush here with the blue or with the red here. Okay, so you guys can see what it is that I mean. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm adding dots, but I'm going to use this brush instead. And it just doesn't create the same. It kind of like, it does work, but as you can see here, it's a totally different look. And if this is the look that you're going for, you could definitely, or if that's the only thing you have, you could definitely use this brush. But I prefer the way that the other one stipples, and it actually is a lot faster too. I can cover a lot more space pretty fast. So that is the difference here between the two brushes. I prefer the stippling brush. So something that you guys will see me doing is definitely grabbing some color, putting it on, and dabbing off the excess. That way I avoid it spreading way too much, and you can see the difference here. So what I want is still that color to peek through and not completely just diffuse it. So this still looks good, so I think I'm gonna leave it for now. And then another tip I have is to let it dry. You can always come back and it'll still move. For example, I'll show you guys this one. I am not entirely happy with, so it is dry now, and I could just add little bits of alcohol here and try and diffuse it a bit more to see if I like how it comes out this time. So definitely that's a tip, is to let it dry and you will see it. Right now, I believe I'm going to use a bit more red on here just because I think there's too much blue, not enough red. But I am liking these. So I believe I'm going to leave these two. I'm going to add a bit more red to this one. I like these two as well, so I think I'm gonna leave those. I will show you guys the black. I will put just a tiny little bit. I don't want to ruin what I made, so I'm barely gonna put any. Sometimes you won't need the black. You can do the purple. As you can see, some of this is pulling a bit purple, so you may not need it. Black is pretty intense and sometimes harder to diffuse or to like melt into the colors. So as you can see here, I mean, it's pulling a lot darker and we want those vibrant colors. So I don't think I'm going to use it on any of the other ones, but you can. And in a different video, I can definitely show you guys how you can use just the black to do a like grayish marble effect. So let me know in the comments if that's something you guys would like me to do. So let's add a bit more red here to this one because I feel like it needs a bit more red. I definitely recommend that you pour just a little bit of the alcohol solution at a time because it does evaporate. So if you fill it up, you will find that you come back to it and there's barely anything on there. So definitely do it in bits. Okay, so I'm gonna take away the excess because as you can see, that really dispersed it really, really well and fast. And if it keeps going, it's almost as if you have a white again. So gonna tap, remove the excess, and then tap it to where I want it to go. And say you're not happy with this. Right now it's looking a lot darker than the other ones. What you can do is fill up one of these alcohol pads with alcohol solution. So there's none there, so let's put some like that. And you can kind of rub it off. So there you go. So there's no really right or wrong way to do this, and just play around. If you feel like you messed up, it's too dark compared to the other ones, just go ahead and start over. So just practice and you will be fine because you already matted this part. Oh no, it is sticky. Okay, you already have a finish to this. It's matte, so there's not going to be anything sticky layer or anything like that, so you could just start over. Okay guys, so here is the first half done. You guys will see what happens when you put the shiny coat on top. I feel like this really comes to life. But now I'm going to do a time lapse since I've explained how to do it with this other half. It's also very, very easy because it is a short square. When it's longer, it's not that it's harder, it just takes a bit longer. Of course, it's a longer shape. This one's super fast, so I am going to put a time lapse and show you guys the other half. Okay guys, so these are both of them done. This one needs to dry a little bit longer, but since this one has just been sitting there, I'm going to show you guys the magic of putting a top coat on this. I feel like it really does come to life as soon as you add the top coat. So I will show you guys that next. Okay guys, so the top coat that I'm using is from Gel Elixir. It is a no wipe top coat. I definitely recommend no wipe. You just skip a step, you don't have to worry about it, you just put it in the lamp. So I just feel like a top coat just brings this look all together. It makes the colors more vibrant, and I will show you guys once I put it down the difference between this muted look and the more vibrant look with the top coat. And like I said, make sure that it is dry or else all your colors are gonna kind of just mix all together, and you'll see it in your top coat. All the colors are gonna come back and you're gonna mess up all your hard work in marbling this. So definitely make sure that it is dry. Usually by the time you're finished with one side, like 5 nails, and you come back to the other one, it'll usually be dry. So just make sure that it is, and then I will show you guys the finished product. These are done. Ta-da! Thank you, hubby. So here it is. This is this watercolor set all done. It is a perfect summery set. In person it definitely has a lot more red and pinks, but I hope that you guys learned how to do this water marble and you guys try it out. If you do, please make sure to tag me on Instagram at thenailshop.sb. I love to see it. And again, please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, guys. Bye.